So you made it to the Tiger Moodle server. Now what? So let's go on a tour to see how to get around. First off, the Tiger Moodle server is broken up into 3 columns. You've got a column with a few different menus. You're going to have a middle column, which is going to have our content. This is the front page, so our content is basically just a listing of courses, which is what you see here. And it's also the site news up here. The site news will change as we add different news items to it. On the right-hand side, we've got a calendar block, and in the calendar block, you'll see, of course, there's nothing scheduled for today. You'll also see site-wide events pop up on the calendar. Underneath that's the login block. We're going to use that in a second. And then there's a navigation block. You'll notice that you can only see a few of the courses here, and all of them are in blue, and we could actually visit these courses as a guest, but we're going to go and work on our own page. So the first thing we need to do is log in. So click into the login box and type in your login. You should have gotten it by now. I'm going to use this generic one. Front page that we're on will change just a little bit. One of the things that changes is we see different blocks on the right hand side. Our navigation block's got some new menu items. Also in the middle on the courses, we now see some grayed out courses, and these grayed out courses are ones that aren't available to just a normal guest, or maybe we're still working on them so they're not visible to that guest. You should have a course with your name on it in there. Find it and click on it. So we're going to go to Mr. Super Teacher because that's his name, and now we are at a blank course. This one's ready to add stuff to it. Now that we have a blank course, let's go ahead and add some things to it. Let's add a welcome message. The first step to adding anything to your page is to always turn the editing on. You can turn it on and off with this button right here in the top right hand corner. I hit turn editing on, and I'm going to see some new icons pop up next to a lot of different things. In my blocks I'll have new icons, and I'll also have new icons out here in the middle in my content. Also in the middle we've got a drop down menu for add a resource, and here in a second we're going to add some resources, and also to add an activity. Activities are mainly for online style courses, or anytime you wanted to do something that a student would log into and do the activity, maybe a review quiz or a survey or something like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start by adding a welcome message. The way the icons work is this. When you see a little 4-pointed arrow, kind of a compass thingy, that's a move icon. Beside that you'll have the indent button that says move right, and you can see as I move it to the right I can also move it back to the left if I want to. Right beside that is a wrench. The wrench is the update button. This is where you'll do your editing. When you see a wrench, that means it's time to go to work. Beside that, this one's a duplicate. It's not something we're going to deal with yet. And the little red X will delete whatever it is that you're clicking on. It could delete a block, or it could delete an item in your actual content. The little eyeball allows you to hide or unhide things. If you see an eyeball, that means it's visible to your visitors. If you see a closed eyeball, that means it'll be invisible to your user. In the content area, the very top wrench is the summary of your course. This is where you might put like your welcome message. So I'm going to click the wrench. If you want to name the section and have a title on it, you have to uncheck that, and you could type in a title here. So I don't know, let's just go ahead and type in Moodle class, and then we could type in a little welcome message like welcome to my Moodle class, or whatever kind of class you have. You'll see the controls are really familiar. You can change your fonts. You don't have near as many choices as like with Microsoft Word, but they have a very limited font library to use. You can change your font size. You can change the formatting. And then of course we have all the other normal items. So let's go ahead and type in something like welcome to your class, and then hit save changes. As you can see, I now have a welcome message. Turn the editing off, and now it's there to stay. It's important to note that the way you see the website is not the same way that guests see the website or students see the website. And if you need to see what it's going to look like to them, there's a way to do that. If you scroll down far enough on the left-hand side, you'll see where it says Switch Role To. Right now your role is teacher. We can switch it to some other roles like a non-editing teacher, a student, or a guest. The guest is the one that will show you what a normal person visiting your website would see. So let's click it to guest. And now it shows exactly what a guest would see as they came to your website. To get back to be able to edit again, I have to go back to my normal role, and I can do that by either clicking here, return to my normal role, or up at the very top right I have the same choice.